You may ask, why am I choosing Dan Loney as one of my successors in business in the Consulting Institute? Before I chose Dan, I thought a lot about that. And it's like before you get married, you want to think for a long time, is this the right person? And so let me share with you some of the rationale, some of the logic, some of the reasons I chose Dan to be my successor, one of the successors in the Consulting Institute. The first reason, there are three reasons people choose a consultant. Number one is objectivity. They need someone from the outside to come in and take a fresh look at who they are. The other thing is experience. And the third thing is just wisdom and just putting the right weight in the right variables, on the right variables, etc. Well, Dan has objectivity, obviously, just like anyone has objectivity coming into a situation. But Dan also has experience. He has a lot of experience in helping individuals and organizations reach their full potential, figure out, weigh the variables, try to figure out, is this the right course of action, or is that better, is that wiser, kind of thing. And he has not only experience in business, but in life. There's a lot of life experience. From my perspective, there are very few things you can talk to him about that he doesn't have life experience on. He's got just a wide variety of areas that he's had life experience. And what you're doing when you ask a consultant to come in and help you is you're saying, all right, based on your objectivity, based on your experience, and based on your wisdom, here's the profound question. If you were me, what would you do? If this were your company, what would you do with it? Well, by Dan having enough experience, he's got a broad variety of experience to bring to bear on that question. And then the next thing is just his general wisdom. Wisdom and leadership are very, very similar. Wisdom is basically saying, all right, what do we do next year? Why would we do that? And what are the appropriate resources to bring to bear on the need at hand? Whoever provides the answer to those three emerges as the leader and is bringing wisdom to the situation. And working with Dan over the years, for the last 15, 20 years, I can't remember exactly, he has a tremendous ability to sort of sort through and figure out, what do we do next, and why is that important, and what is the appropriate resource to bear on the need at hand. And then probably underneath all of that, you can be a consultant, have objectivity, experience, and wisdom, but not have integrity or not have people be able to trust you. So underneath that base of consulting, you need trust. You need to be able to trust that person's integrity. And I say, there are a few people that I know that I would trust more in terms of being honorable people than I would Dan Loney. And so those are some of the reasons that I chose chose Dan as one of my successors in the Consulting Institute. And there's one other reason, and that is because he's such a great hockey player. So based on trust, Dan brings, in his instincts, he brings a focus on safety. It's like, how do we protect from loss? He brings a genuine, instinctive, intellectual analysis, research, study of security. And at the same exact time, he has an eye to opportunity. He has an opportunity orientation that's very, very strong. And so when you combine security and opportunity undergirded by trust and integrity, you've just defined Dan Loney.